Now, we can go west to the elevator, to the wreck, to more workers and people in town square and museum. Loads of places to go to. But let's just talk to people first.
Hey, what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Occasionally, maybe. What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage?
What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage?
Oh, we've had a windy week. An old tree fell down and ripped down a major power line. It's in a tricky spot, and due to how the grid is built up, I can't cut the power safely without affecting half the town.
Sounds like a flawed design. Is that typical for electrical grids these days?
Not really. This power grid is quite old, constructed shortly after the collapse. That meant they had to improvise. They couldn't just clone existing power systems at the time, since those were reliant on service robots with negligible safety concerns. So yeah, now I'm paying the price. The whole thing is riddled with hacks and workarounds, each one more dangerous than the next.
I see. I don't envy such a hazardous work environment. How long will it take you to fix?
Hard to say, but it should be done by tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks.
Super.
Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Sounds like I can't go many places without, talking to my superiors? Maybe.
Doesn't look like I can enter the museum.
Indeed. Doesn't look like I can enter the residence either.
I don't need to go down to the ground right now. Looks like an old hovercraft.
That I can't go to.
All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station.
Canteen, southwest, school. Alright. Loads of places.
Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it.
How's it going, everybody?
Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for.
I might have a key for it, though. Let's just see if it works.
I don't see how those things work together.
Maybe I need more information.
Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Robot? Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
So he fixes coats and boots, eh?
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
I'm being so nice. Should I be using my biometric analyzer on just about everyone I meet in case they lie to me straight up?
A neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be. 3 plastic trays. Good number.
Interesting observation, but not a good number. It's uneven. It's an odd number. Service entrance.
I think they deliver groceries through there.
All right.
Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming.
Smoking man.
Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
I will be subjecting you to a lie detector, just so you know. He's relaxed. Let's start off easy with saffron.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps, perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
An antique coin. Nope, I don't have it anymore. Don't you want justice for the 2 murder victims? 2 murder victims? I thought it was only 1. Let's just say I'll be your friend for a while, buddy. This behavior suggests that you are a hustler. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
This behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Reading you loud and clear, officer.
I know.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent. Now, 2 places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
What do you know about this murder that just happened?
What do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
Damn shame. Did you know him?
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
Not so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here, but yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
The cop? Can't say I enjoy his company. Last time we met, he gave me a couple of nasty bruises.
Resisting arrest?
That'd certainly be how he'd justify it.
What did you do? I'm sure you had to do something for him to react. He seemed like an okay guy.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police have records of when people come and go.
Ah, might be worth a follow-up. Thanks. Any idea of what this opens?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Very well, my good man. Enjoy your cigarette and trim this bush.
Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
I mean, he is the plant master, isn't he? Plant master this bush.
Looks a bit overgrown. Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area. Great view from up here.
Absolutely fantastic, actually.
Looks still and serene.
Now, this guy mentioned that he repairs coats and boots, which is specific. Just wanted to see in my forensic scanner, I have a boot print thing. I just wanted to check it up against him. But no, nothing. Anything of Carl's in here? Doesn't seem like it. So he suggested we check with the police on records when people came in to school. Let's go to school.
I don't have any business in the school.
Not yet, anyway.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see.
And here she is.
Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth. And this here's Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there are some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation? The nanofluid injection?
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, aren't we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
Well, you seem to enjoy the blue a little too much, lady. A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me, a crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me. A crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Burning of the limbs. Well, that doesn't sound very pleasant, but you get to do all of this cool stuff.
It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disk is hollow. Curious.
Indeed, very curious.
Nah, I have work to do.
Super duper important work. Yes.
A thermos, presumably filled with coffee. Damn good coffee.
Damn good coffee. Can I go to my quarters first?
Looks purely decorative. There's the bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful. A bottle of molding resin. I can use this to cast different shapes. It might also work as a glue.
Interesting thing to have in a filing cabinet, but okay.
Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions.
It kind of looks as big as her head. It's a big lemon.
Maybe later. I'm not that hungry. No, I'm not tired. Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Everything seems to kind of be broken down, technology-wise. Well, let's talk to the commissary. Anderson.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maja Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry. so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordson, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Why did you do that? But now that I'm here, I assume you'll check with me before clearing any future crime scenes. Because I have a feeling that there's gonna be more crime.
Right. But now that I'm here, I'll assume that you'll check with me before clearing out any future crime scenes.
Yeah. Can I just...
Yes, Commissary.
We're a pretty tight-knit community here, and we try to work together to overcome our problems. Just relax a bit with your superior jurisdiction and big city jargon, okay?
Oh, I'll relax when we've caught this killer. Until then, I'm gonna focus on doing my job. One more thing. I'd like to see Maja's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Pearson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
I never said I'd be nice in this game.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Oh, I didn't realize that would end the conversation, but I'm just gonna look around and then I'll talk to you some more.
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems. I guess Anderson has a colleague. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square. Just lots of case files. Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there.
There seems to be a distinct lack of computers around, since he's recording in a large book. So maybe technology was a problem. Maybe that's what the collapse was.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
By all means. I'm just gonna put you to the test as well.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
I don't need to ask him about that.
I won't.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. Haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
What do you think of Gabriel?
My nephew is a fine officer. He's a law and order kind of person. Stern, but fair.
Oh, law enforcement runs in the family.
I wish, but so far, Gabriel and I are the only ones. I've been trying to get my son to join the force for years. All he cares about is girls and fishing. Suppose it could be worse. At least he brings home a fresh trout every now and then.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
Noted. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more.
I'll show you this handwritten note in now. Not in a moment. Now.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Right. I might do that if I can figure out who wrote this note.
Very well.
Do you know who the woman...
No idea.
No idea.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary died. I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
Aw, he's such a dad. Good old guy. Fine, I'll be nice to him.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done, unlike some of the other people on the council. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back. And when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
But was Stina also in the agency or something because she took the blue thing?
Did you know Maja Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the past.
I don't want to share that with him. Any idea of what this opens?
Nope, not a clue.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Well, Commissary Anderson, I think we're done here.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
I should go visit the morgue before I head off to Mimir Road.
So isn't that in the clinic? It is. Hello.
It's a map of the clinic layout. Looks like the morgue is down the stairs, to the left of the front desk.
Understood. I am absolutely terrible at directions, so I will probably not find it easily.
Healthy-looking plant. An old freight elevator of some kind, likely out of order. A list of admitted patients. I don't recognize any of the names. I'm guessing those contain patient files and such.
And such.
I'm guessing those...
Hello, nurse.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings. Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help.
Very good. What does this door lead to?
Locked. Doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit. I wonder if I could break it open, but again, I'll use that as the last resort because there must be ways to open things. Is this the basement? No, this is just a patient area. The morgue was downstairs.
Various medical supplies. Looks like no patient is admitted at the moment. I don't need any water right now. A portable medical kit with all the essentials.
A blue box.
It's filled with cannulas, those little needle things used to connect an IV. I don't think I need one right now.
But I will later.
Unused bandages would come in handy in a pinch.
So I'm not gonna take any. But I'm gonna observe that they're very useful in a pinch.
An old pre-collapse monitor, probably not connected to anything.
Well, it's good to know that this area exists. To the morgue.
Don't worry, Maja. You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
Okay, Dr. Creepo. I agree, these days people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them.
I agree. These days, people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them.
Now that's an attitude I can get behind.
Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
What are your conclusions about Maja's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
Any theory?
Not yet.
I don't need to ask him about that. Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Keep it vague, then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
Very well. That was, yeah, that was all the information I required.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about him one way or the other.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city.
Interesting. Not many facilities, then. What happened to the world?
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
Did you know Maja Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks.
What about yourself, Dr. Person?
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Do you recognize this woman?
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the photo.
What do you make of this?
The handwriting looks feminine, but I'm not sure what to make of the contents.
Well, I believe that the woman in this photo has written this note as well.
Do you know what this opens?
Not a clue. But it looks like a one-of-a-kind key.
Indeed, maybe it opens a safety box or something.
Ever use something like this?
I haven't, no.
Fair enough.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Will do, Dr. Rue.
I suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports. Multiple stab wounds, sizes approximately the same as the other body. I'd say the MO looks similar to the other murder.
I'd say it was the same person. But why? Why are they killing these seemingly random people? Smart scan. What do we have in here? Ooh, stuff. Age 43. T-minus 5 days. DNA and fingerprints added. Cool. Maja's bio. Blade shape, does it match? Matching pattern. So is the same knife, potentially. Well, I haven't seen any boot prints yet. So, yeah, this is for later. What else should we do? We should go to Mimir Road.
All right, this is Mimir Road. Carl came through here recently. Replica of prospecting, surveying, and defense robot, courtesy of Nordson Museum. Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot, courtesy of Nordson Museum. I'd say those are saffron crocuses.
Really?
Not sure what those are. Doesn't look like tomatoes, at least.
Do you have anything against tomatoes?
Lettuce, carrots, and something else.
Something else. But let's take our boot thing, and there we go. Matching data. All right. So he went places. He went there.
The boot prints lead up this set of stairs. I should head up and have a look.
Indeed. That's a lot of doorways.
That's not the right entrance.
No, it is not.
That's not the right entrance.
What is this clay?
All right, got some clay.
I got some clay, which is exactly what I came to this side of the screen for. Trust me.
More runes. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund. Oh, this floor sure looks squeaky clean.
It better. We spent all yesterday mopping it. Wiped all the doors, too.
Oh, just my luck.
Well, are you fond of filth or something?
No. It contains valuable information for a detective.
No, but filth contains valuable information for a detective.
Oh, I understand. Let me know if I can be of service.
Sure, just stop what you're doing for a while. Just stop everything. Pretty simple, really. So which one was his apartment? We actually do not know. Maybe the janitor knows.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm Special Agent England, here to investigate the recent murders. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment block here. What can I help you with?
Hello, Sven. I'm just gonna biometrically analyze you for a bit.
Do you know anything about the recent murder of a man named Carl?
Nope. As far as I know, no Carl lives here.
What about frequent visitors?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Carl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants. I might recognize the man if I saw him.
I do have a picture of him.
Do you know anything about the murder at the museum?
Nothing but common knowledge. I haven't been in that part of town for a while. A shame what happened to Maja, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine who'd want to kill her.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him?
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi. Nice guy.
How often would you say he was here?
At least on a weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113. He wondered if it was possible to get more power.
Odd. Did he say what for?
No. I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I find apartment 113 exactly?
It's on this floor, just around the corner.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
It's right there, Vera. It's right there. Now, I believe that the tenant of 113 Mimir Road might be a female tenant. that also appears in this bloody photo.
What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
Not really, sorry.
You know what, Sven? You're a good guy.
Do you know a certain Carl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Well, you just recognized him, so I presume you do know him. Now.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
Seems to take his job seriously. A bit on the strict side, maybe. But hey, a cop's gotta be tough. Now, I myself never had a run-in with the law, so that's pure speculation on my part.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. Believes in dialogue.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent.
Aha.
Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
Interesting. So she did used to be an agent. I presume she still has all her enhancements. Or maybe she doesn't because she said she missed it.
What can you tell me about Maya Strand?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
A few weeks ago. I was supposed to fix a showcase for her. Odd thing, though.
Yeah?
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised, saying she'd been in there the whole time.
Strange.
Well, not really strange if you have a secret area.
Do you know Dr. Pearson?
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor. Dark and twisted, my cup of tea.
Yeah, me too. He was actually quite okay. Gave me the impression that he was a little, odd, but funny odd.
No. I'm not gonna walk around showing people mud for no reason.
Why not?
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Do you know what this opens, my good man?
Would you happen to know where a key like this might fit?
Looks special. Some custom-built box or something, maybe?
Maybe. Thanks.
You know, you got a good head on your shoulders. You should probably be a detective. All your assumptions are probably correct.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Nothing. Guess no one's home.
Nobody's ever home.
Locked.
Yeah, and I don't know the keypad combo.
Some kind of code lock. Looks disconnected.
Oh, disconnected, eh?
Some kind... I don't think that's the right place. Some kind of...
So why is it disconnected, Sven?
Hey, Sven?
Yeah?
I need to get inside apartment 113. Can you help?
Sure, you can borrow this master key. Don't leave with it, though. I'll need it later.
Okay, thanks.
Good guy, Sven.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
No use. It's locked.
What do you mean, it's locked? Use the master key. There we go.
Huh.
Oh, I have to use the master key and enter a code. Huh. It's a 3-digit code. Not very secure. Access denied. Well, I need to find out about the code somewhere else.
No point. It's not the right door. Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Maybe that's a hidden code?
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now.
Doofus. Maybe Doofus is a code. But no, it's a 3-digit code. Ah.
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side lit up.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the occupant turned it on without telling you?
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't even know how those things work myself.
Can't you force it open? Disconnect it, use an override code or something?
No way, those things go way over my head. I'd say your best bet is cracking the code.
Yeah, but there's still quite a few hundred combinations, Sven.
Not while we're talking.
Not while we're talking, all right. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's improbable for me to just guess the code.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
I'll have more looks around. Maybe I can find some relevant piece of paper that hints at the code.
Hey, please don't leave with my key. I need that.
Right, sorry.
Oops. I forgot I had it. Sorry, Sven. I actually meant to give it back to you.
Here's your key back.
All right, good.
I don't think I need to go further north right now.
At least not yet.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Will do.
An anatomically correct gentleman.
Very nice. Young man.
Nice, soothing sounds.
I love wind chimes, but they're terribly annoying for neighbors.